Hi, you guys. I'm sorry the stream is late for today. I'm sorry for the stream being late today, but just here right now to talk about Marvel Spider-Man 2 that was revealed at the PlayStation Showcase and that we saw also at the Summer's Game Fest with the release date. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is a AAA game that is coming out in October 20th in 2023, this year, October 20th. It's going to be really cool. It's going to be featuring Peter Parker, Miles Morales, um, Yuri Watanabe as the Wraith. You're going to see Venom. You're going to see all kinds of cool things. Now, let's talk about everything that this game has to offer. One thing about this game um, that we've seen so far is the collector's edition, the digital deluxe edition, and the standard edition. And what the thing about these editions is that, for example, the edition has uh, 10 suits for both Peter and Miles Morales. Um, and it's very interesting that these are the suits that they're making for the game. Uh, we all thought it would be at least a lot better. In my opinion, I thought it'd be a lot better because the suits that they reviewed for the game is not the best. Um, I'm gonna try and see if I can get this picture on my phone and show you guys just to not prove a point, but just show you what I'm talking about. Let me see. Here you guys go. Let's see if it works like this. Nope. Okay, so it's gonna be like this. All right. So these are so far the suits in the game, and I had to say they're pretty lackluster in my opinion. Um, the reason why is because I would have thought that we get like not the symbiote suits, but like at least suits that people have requested and I have requested before um from the previous games, and see how Insomniac would incorporate them into this game compared to like the PC mods for the remasters of Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. First suit we have is a tactical suit. It's an all-white suit with a red spider uh, and some red inside the mask. It kind of looks like an Iron Man suit. Uh, I don't know how I feel about that one. Seems kind of unnecessary, but if they reveal it in another gameplay trailer, which I'm pretty sure they will, hopefully seeing these suits in action, maybe I'll change my mind. But for now, unnecessary. The Aranita Aranita suit, I guess that's how you call it. Forgive me for butchering the names. Uh, that suit again is unnecessary. It kind of looks like a spider bug suit that just has Spider Man for the body. It's like just unnecessary. The coloring, I like the red, but the yellow gold doesn't make any sense. I'm wondering if there's story purposes behind these suits. The 20th century suit is actually, or 25th century suit, sorry. That's actually one I would really love to have because that looks like the future, not future foundation, the life story suit, which I think is pretty good of a suit from that comic. It was a really good story, really great comic, and I loved that suit because I was like, oh my god, a Spider Man suit that perfectly works for space. It's a space suit, like astronauts wear. So it makes sense. So that one I'm fine with. The Stone Monkey suit. Now, this one is weird because I'm thinking, why don't you just use the suit from the 1602 Marvel Comics um, storyline, because if you ever read that comic or you ever played the other Spider-Man games, there's a suit called the 1602 suit, and it looks just like the Stone Monkey suit, and it's just I don't know why they decided not to incorporate the 1602 suit. Maybe this is Insomniac's spin on it, but at the same time, it's like just take the suit from that game. You know what? Just call it the 1602 suit. That would have been perfectly fine. Stone Monkey is a weird name. Maybe there's a reason for it. Uh, it would have been funny if it was called Stonehenge, monkey suit or something. You know, related to Stonehenge. If you don't know what Stonehenge is, Google it. Like Stone, Henge, Stonehenge. Anyways, moving on. The apocalyptic suit. The apocalyptic suit is another suit that I feel like is unnecessary. You have the Spider Punk suit, the Hobie Brown Spider Punk suit. We all know him. We all love him. If you've seen Across the Spider Verse, not gonna spoil that. That's another live stream. But that dude in that suit is amazing. So I don't know why we have the apocalyptic suit. If you can just bring back the Spider Punk suit and just tell a different story with that character, like that would make a lot more sense, in my opinion. These are all my opinions. They're not something to change for anybody. They're just my opinions and how I feel about these suits. Anyways, you have the Agimot or Agimot suit, which kind of looks like it's a Spider-Man India based suit. I'm not sure. It just the way it's designed, it looks kind of like they took stuff from Miss Marvel and Spider-Man India and incorporated those designs into a new Spider-Man suit. And it's cool, but it's like if you're gonna have this suit in this game, you should have the Spider-Man India suit in this game as well. Sorry for my voice cracking a lot. It's just, oh, excuse me. It's been a very busy day, and been using my voice a lot for numerous things, so it's gonna be in and out a lot. So you're gonna have to deal with that. Sorry. Anyways, moving on. We have the red Spectre suit for Miles. And by the way, the last suit I just talked about, the one I believe that's inspired by Miss Marvel and Spider-Man India, that is Miles' suit. So that's the first one. This is the second one, Red Spectre. I like this suit. The only problem I have with it is that the top part of the mask is too light of a color. I feel like it should be a darker color, kind of like the rest of the suit. I don't know. It's just something about it being a darker color to me seems like it would be a better idea in execution. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I like this suit. I like the hair, Miles's hair sticking out of it. I think that's pretty funny and ridiculous. But it's Spider Man. What are you gonna do? I like it. I love it. Moving on. The encoded suit, another suit for Miles. Unnecessary. It looks like the Spider Twin suit. If you ever read the Miles Morales Spider Man comics from the Ultimate Universe, there are a set of mercenary twins called the Spider Man twins. You can look it up on the wiki for Marvel. Just type in Spider Man twins and you'll see them. This suit looks like it. Comes from those comic issues with those characters. It also looks like the Spider Soldiers from Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. When Spider-Man dreamt that he was like the son of Norman Osborn or something like that. He had Parker Industries. He was super rich, but he lost his way. Classic Spider-Man story. Um, well, classic as in cliche. Sorry, but yeah, it's just this suit and those storylines aren't really necessary for Spider-Man, but I mean, who knows? Insomniac, they know better than any of us fans, whether we like to admit it or not. They know better. Next suit is the biomechanical suit. I don't like it for one reason. and it's not what people think. People have been complaining about this suit because of the mask and how its face, the mouthpiece or the mouth forming in the mask, looks too much like a spider or an ant. I don't have a problem with that. Spider Man has looked ridiculous with animalistic features. Look at Man Spider, look at the cross species suit from the Amazing Spider Man 1 video game. So I can deal with that. My problem with this suit for Miles, this is a Miles suit, keep in mind. The problem with this suit is, for me at least, it looks like it's the animated version of Miles from the 2017 Marvel Spider-Man cartoon that was on Disney XD that everybody hated. And I know people like it. There's some people out there that do like it, but I hated it. I watched one episode or no, I watched 3 episodes. The first 2 episodes, and then another one called "How I Thwarted My Summer Vacation." But I'm getting off point. I did not like the show. I didn't bother watching it. And the one thing I did not like about that show was the art style. I think compared to what the promo arts were better before the show was released. They were like promoting the artwork for the show and making it look a lot better than what we got. And I actually will show you that artwork. Give me 1 second. But compared to the show, it was just really bad. Like the show's artwork was just not it. And I don't blame the artist. I kind of blame Disney and Marvel because I feel like with that show, Ultimate Spider-Man, and a bunch of other shows that came out on Disney XD, and What If, these animations could look a lot better than what we have. That's another reason why I'm afraid of Spider-Man freshman year and sophomore year because we know we're gonna get season 2 for that show, even though it hasn't come out yet. I don't know why they keep greenlighting shows to have an extra season if that show hasn't come out yet. Makes no sense, but it's classic old TV, whatever. Anyways, so this is the old artwork, the promo art I was talking about for Marvel Spider-Man. It's right there. You can see Peter, Miles, Gwen, and Spider Girl. And the artwork on that for Miles, if you can see better, is better, but it reminds me of um I don't want to say Pixar artwork. There was one artwork show that looked just like it, and it was a lot better, TV show wise, and the art accompanied it, and it made it a lot better than what it should have been without the artwork. But yeah, this suit reminds me of that promo art, but it looks worse than the promo art. Like the promo art for Marvel Spider-Man for Miles looks a lot better than this suit for this game sequel. So it's like a lot. It needs a lot of work, in my opinion. Um. Anyways, next up we have the Tokusatsu suit, which to me looks like they just slapped a a black Power Rangers suit on Miles and called it a day. Like they just took the Power Ranger suits that like had a black Power Ranger. And yes, there is a black Power Ranger out there. There are I think a lot, maybe not a lot. Not sure what the official number is because I'm not that deep into Power Rangers lore, but it feels like they just took those Power Ranger suits and said, "Hey, Miles is black. He has a black Spider-Man costume with some red in it. Let's just take these Power Ranger suits, slap it on Miles, give it a few tweaks to make it Spider-Man motif themed, and call it a day." And I just don't think it fits with this game, this world that Insomniac builds. And it's the same problem I had with the last game, Marvel Spider-Man, where they released the Arcanite suit or whatever it's called, or Arcanite suit. In fact, no, Arcane Rider suit. I think that's what it's called. I probably butchered that name, but my point is that suit was just weird. The colors were off. I didn't like it. Was not a big fan of it. Barely used it. Never used it. I think. Um. So there's that. I just wish they used the Spider-Man suit. I wonder why they can't use that costume. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh, it's just like the classic red and blue suit," and I'm like, "No, because this suit is completely different. The eyes squint and look menacing, which is great because the lyrics call him a menace or he's an emissary from hell, which that's fine with me and pretty much any Spider-Man fan that likes that character. Spider-Man has a bracelet that is like his web shooter, which is pretty cool in my opinion. I wish the live action movies used that, but that's neither here nor there. And that bracelet also lets him call in a basically the I guess you would call it the prototype or the predecessor, sorry, of the Voltron and Megazord from Power Rangers and Voltron robot called Leopard Darden, if I am saying that right, I think. Leopardon, there we go. So I wish they Insomniac got rid of this suit for Miles and just said, hey, let's give him or Peter the Spider Man suit and make it look great for modern day. Um, so that's the rants for the suits. I'm gonna let that slide and not complain about it anymore. So let's move on. What do we have next? We have two additional points, skill points for the game. That's great. You also get three additional bonus points if you get the pre order for the game, along with a web grabber gadget. I think that's either for Miles or Peter, or maybe both. I don't know. And you also get two extra suits as well, one for Miles and one for Peter, which I'm very happy with those suits. Those two suits that they have for, I think it's the deluxe edition and the collector's edition. That is perfectly fine. These two suits, I'm not going to talk about them, not going to reveal them. You know what those two suits are. They are perfect. They look one to one from the comic. A few slight tweaks here and there, but that's nothing. Like, I'm fine with tweaking suits, but there's a fine line with tweaking suits and then just throwing your own suit out there because you're an OC obsessed, whatever. I'm not I'm not trying to throw shade at Insomniac and their creative departments and animators and people who do these costumes. Again, I have said that there are a few of these costumes that I do love. You know, there's like one, two, two and a half, two and three quarters of this suit that of these costumes that I do like. There are, but going back to like Marvel Spider-Man, let's just be honest here. Go back to Marvel Spider-Man when they were revealing that game. They showed us the event suit. Everybody reacted negatively to it. And rightfully so, you know? It was a new suit. Nobody knew what it was. Nobody knew why they changed the classic suit. But as time went on, it grew on people, and people love the event suit. But some people just don't bother using it. They like it, but they don't use it. I like these new suits. Will I use them? I'm not sure. Will anybody else use them? I'm not sure. People might love these suits. I already know people love these suits. The guys at Comic Book Cast, they seem to love it. And Caboose XPL, I know he loves it. And I think Uncaged Gamers or Uncaged Gamer and some other YouTubers, they love it as well. But anyways, some of these suits I do love, some of them I do not like. and some I just wish they didn't reveal these. But you know what? It's not my game I'm making. I'm just a fan, and I just gotta suck it up and deal with it. That's fine. I just wanted to get that off my chest and say something. But whatever. Again, we're gonna complain a little bit, just a little bit. Again, the box, the box cover art for this game. Uh oh boy, what do I say about that? If you haven't seen it, here it is. Try and zoom in to make it look better for you guys to see fully. Hopefully it works. Here it is. This is the box cover art for the game. I don't know if it's the finished, finalized version, or it's something that they just threw out there to keep fans interested in the game and let them know it's actually coming out 2023. But for right now, I am split on this cover art. And there's two reasons why. And you can pretty much figure out what it is right away. Miles and Peter. The artwork for these two, excuse me, is really interesting to me because it looks like the top half of Peter and Miles, meaning their mask and their heads, come from the game. Like they found a transparent background, they copied and pasted their heads from the game and slapped it onto the red background for the cover box art. That's fine. But the bottom half for Peter and a little bit for Miles, just I think it's the lighting, maybe it's the shading, I don't know. But for both of them, they look animated and not in the way you think. It looks like somebody drew them onto the box cover art. Like if you look at the first box cover art for the game for Marvel Spider-Man 1, you have this. It's the suit from the game. Perfect. Makes sense. Wonderful. Then you have Miles Morales, which, featured Miles and made sense. It was literally the character from the game. It made a lot of sense. But the sequel, I don't know. Is it just me? Am I going crazy? Because some fans have said that they don't like it, and there's something about it that they can't put their finger on, or complaining about something that makes no sense. Because the Spider-Man fans, we make no sense sometimes. But for me, it looks animated instead of like straight from the games, like the other box art. I don't know. It's just weird to me, at least. But yeah, that's my only complaints about it. I don't have any other complaints. It's just it looks like they took the heads from the games, slapped them on the box cover art, and then had some artists come in and just do a painting, drawing, comic book sketch for the rest of the body. Um, it's a weird thing if that's the truth. If it's not, then huh, interesting. But other than that, that's fine. Another thing I want to talk about is the Venom situation. People are pissed, and wrongfully so. I had to say you are wrong to be pissed. But people are pissed because Venom, as confirmed by Brian Intihar at Summer Games Fest 2023, Venom is not going to be Eddie Brock. And people of the Spider-Man fandom have lost their goddamn minds. And they saying it's gonna suck. It's low key sad that it's not Eddie Brock, and they want the connection like they had in the games. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I love Eddie Brock. I do. I love his version of Venom. His version of Venom terrified me as a kid when I first watched Spider Man the Animated Series. The Venom Saga. Not the series, the Venom Saga, which was the VHS or DVD box set that they released for the show. And seeing that version of Venom was terrifying for me as a kid because I never saw Venom that scary before. I saw Spider Man 3. I loved Spider Man 3 as a kid. I really did. Um, I think it was like the first Spider Man movie I ever saw as a kid because all the movies were released while I was a baby slash kid, little kid. So there's that. But yeah, it's just weird that people are losing their minds over Eddie Brock being Venom and not being in the game. Like it's just so weird. I'm like, guys, it's Insomniac. Not everything they do in these games is one to one to the comics. Okay, like Peter, Harry, and Mary Jane are all best friends since high school. When in fact, if you pay attention, as lots of comic book nerds have told you from their videos, that is not the case. With the Earth 616 comics, Peter, Mary Jane, and Harry did not meet each other until Peter entered college, ESU. And in this game, well, this game franchise, I should say, Peter meets these two characters, Mary Jane and Harry, in high school, Midtown. So, yeah, that's already not like the comics. So, I think them changing shit up for the sake of it is fine. But there's a fine line between being upset and being ridiculous. And that's the people who are like, you know, bombarding Insomniac and saying, "Why would you change Harry Osborn or Eddie Brock to be Venom?" You know, or why would you make Harry Osborn Venom? Spoiler: if you don't know, go play the first two games. Harry Osborn's Venom. It's obvious. I don't know why they're trying to hide that. That's a side tangent, but anyways, yes, Harry Osborn. If you played Marvel Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales, you will know Harry Osborn is in fact Venom. I think Insomniac is going with that, but they have been wording things weirdly lately. Where in an interview after the release date was revealed, Brian Intihart did say that their version of Venom is not Eddie Brock, but it's someone that the fans do not think it is, or somewhere along those lines. And I'm paraphrasing, but that's literally what he's like laying down as the Venom we all know and love that is going to appear in this game may not be someone we are thinking of. So that gives me two things. One, Harry Osborn will only be the one playing Venom, which is weird. And two, Venom might be somebody completely different. And that is fine. I think Insomniac did a great thing with the first game's marketing. Remember, go back to 2016 and 2017. Marvel Spider Man was heavily pushed in the beginning as a Spider Man game that focused on Spider Man fighting Mr. Negative and his inner demons. Remember that, right? And then it wasn't until 2018 and afterwards when they revealed, hey, by the way, no. It's not only Mr. Negative and his inner demons, we also got Dr. Octopus in this game, and he's the final villain. So I think that's what Insomniac is doing again with this game is they're gonna be like, hey, we got Venom in this game. He's the main villain. We also have Craven, but who knows what's gonna happen in this game with these characters. I believe, and I hope to God I'm wrong, but I think this would be pretty cool. If you don't know, there's a comic called Spider Man Life Story, where in the story, or the comic book storyline, Spider Man gets the black suit. He gets the symbiote suit, comes back to New York, gets it off of him, and we have the classic Venom storyline. But the weirdest thing happens. Not only do you have that storyline, Spider Man getting the black suit, getting it off of him, you also have Craven's Last Hunt. And what's interesting about that storyline as well is that it takes place after Spider Man gets off the black suit. And what happens is the black suit or the symbiote or whatever you want to call it comes out from hiding because it's getting injured by Peter, and it seeks out a new host, which is fucking amazing, by the way. So if you ask me, who do I think Venom might be instead of Harry Osborn, I'm gonna say Craven. I'm calling it right now. This is gonna be the major spoiler reveal, whatever. It's a theory. It's not like I'm calling it and I played the game or whatever. It's a theory that I just came up with right now, literally right now as I'm doing this, and I think it's the perfect reveal for the game. I think Insomniac is going to go and say, "Hey, we're going to do this game. You got Craven the Hunter. You got him as the primary villain. The main focus, as we saw in the trailer. But then instead of Eddie Brock and instead of Harry Osborn will be Venom in the first half. I think that's going to be the case. You're going to get Harry as Venom and fight him with Miles. But instead of like Harry being Venom for the rest of the game, Peter might get the black suit, which explains how he got the suit. Um, as we saw in the gameplay trailer and not in the reveal trailer. And I think what happens after Peter gets the suit off of him, after bonding with it, um, I think Insomniac is going to do Craven's The Last Hunt in this game. And when Craven decides to end it all for himself because he failed at capturing not one Spider Man, but two, and Venom, because who knows, he might be after Venom too. The symbiote's going to stop him, merge with him, and he will be Venom. And I think that's why you don't see any pictures in the concept art. Excuse me, couldn't think of it. The concept art that was released recently. You don't see anything with Venom and Craven. You don't see nothing with these two, and that's so strange. And I think that's why they were like so coy with it. It's like, hey, this is a big spoiler. We don't want to reveal it, but if you pay attention to what we're doing and what we've done before and how we subverted expectations, you might piece this together. So I really think Insomniac might be ballsy enough, and they are, and they're gonna go ham with it and say, hey, Harry Osborn got the black suit on him first, which is how we see him as Venom. We don't see the symbiote logo on him, mind you. We just saw the eyes and the teeth and the yes, we will. And that's it, right? From the reveal trailer. And then after that, we got the gameplay trailer where Peter has the black suit. And mind you, Peter says something very interesting that a lot of people didn't pick up on. Well, they did, but not really piece it together as much as I am right now. Peter says to Miles, I got bigger teeth than the lizard. Or I got big as much as big teeth as the lizard does, because the lizard runs away, and they wanted to go after him, but Peter is against it. He wants to go on alone, and he says, "I got big teeth too." I think that is a reference to the Venom that they fought, Harry. And I think that's where Peter does his thing, goes down the dark path. You have Miles fight him off, get the suit off of him, and then the suit not rejected, not by one Spider-Man, but two, because we know Miles can just zap it off of his Venom blast. Um, I think the symbiote is gonna go out seek Craven, who is feeling down and embarrassed and humiliated for not killing or capturing the two Spider-Man, and the symbiote is going to merge with Craven and become the new Venom, which is why we see in the concept art that Venom has the white symbol on him because it just bonded with Peter. So it makes sense why it has the white spider. Okay. But I think this is how Insomniac will make Venom much darker. I don't think they're going to kill Harry. People have said, some fans have said that Harry might die, Harry's gonna get killed, or whatever, and that's gonna turn Norman Osborn into the Green Goblin for the next game. I don't think so. I think Harry might be down for the count, hurt, injured, slowly dying, but not fully. I don't think so. It's just my opinion. It's just my thought. It's just my belief. It's just my theory. I think he's not gonna die. Might be in a coma. We don't know. Just a thought. But because of Venom now being merged with Craven, you can have Venom be even scarier than when he was with Harry and do deadlier things than Harry would have. Because I think if Harry is Venom, I don't see Harry biting people's heads off. I don't see Harry absorbing people with the tendrils of the symbiote and sucking their life force out and draining them into a husk like the Ultimate Spider-Man game. I don't see Harry being that level of venom. And if you look at the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoons, or cartoon, excuse me, um, he isn't like that. He fights Spider-Man. He tries to kill him or hurt him, but I don't think he's going to be the Venom that throws cars at buildings and hurts innocent people. I think that's Craven. I think that's where you bring in Craven as Venom and give fans a Venom that's more challenging, more scarier than the last. Because the thing that Insomniac does, and you can't tell me I'm wrong because literally go back and play the games, they like to repeat boss battles that we've already done. Like the Sinister Six in the first game. We fought them. We fought Mr. Negative multiple times. We fought Shocker twice. We fought Electro twice, I think. Yeah, twice, because he attacked the police precinct and then teamed up with the Vulture at the Oscorp junkyard or whatever it's called. We fought Rhino and Scorpion. Uh, well, actually, we fought Rhino multiple times. Rhino at the junkyard with Scorpion and the police precinct. And well, we didn't fight him, but we hid from him as Miles. Um, I already mentioned Scorpion. Vulture, you fought once, I believe. I'm not sure. It's kind of fuzzy with Vulture because I wasn't that really happy to see that villain be used. Actually, no, we fought him. I'm gonna say twice. We fought Vulture at the raft when he escaped, technically, as well as Electro. Yes. Um, and Oscorp Junkyard. I think that's it for Vulture. Probably blanking on it. And then we fought Doc Ock, and that was it. But with the sequel, Miles Morales, we fought Rhino once and twice. We fought him in the beginning with Peter, and then at the second time we fought him with Tinker. So I think that makes sense for Insomniac to go, hey, with this new game, we're gonna have you fight Venom twice. You're gonna fight Harry Osborn as Venom in the beginning, do the storyline that I just said, my theory. Suit comes off, Harry goes to Peter, Peter gets the suit off, goes to Craven, Craven becomes Venom, and then you fight Venom properly again at the end of the game. And then they can either set up Carnage for a fourth game if they decide to make four games. I don't know, or a third game. Spider-Man 3. If they want to do Carnage and Green Goblin, I hope to God they don't do Green Goblin because I kind of got sick and tired of Goblin. We got Goblin in the anime series, Unlimited. Um, he was hinted at in the new animated series that loosely follow the Sam Raimi trilogy. We got him in Spectacular. We got him in Ultimate. We got him in the Marvel Spider-Man cartoons. Um, for Disney, uh, they teased at him in the first game. I really don't want Green Goblin just yet. I feel like Insomniac needs to make the fans salivate for Dobby. I don't think Goblin should come back just yet. We had him in the Spider-Man video games, Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Had him in, well, not him, but Goblinettes, I'm going to call them, in Web of Shadows. We technically had a Hobgoblin, even though it's not the same as Green Goblin, but that's a goblin in Shattered Dimensions. So, and the TASM 2 game as well. So I think that Insomniac should lay off the Goblin stuff until they make the fourth game. I think the third game, if you ask me, if they want to do Goblin, that's fine. That's on them. But I think they should make us wait. But if they don't want to, that's fine. But I think the next villain should be Carnage. That's someone I would love Insomniac to handle. I know we got Carnage in TASM 2 and some other games as well, but I feel like Insomniac can dial up the craziness even more with another symbiote villain. Hell, you know what? I wouldn't be shocked if my theory is slightly wrong and instead of Venom as Craven or Craven as Venom, they make Craven Carnage. I would take that too. I would take it no matter what. I would be like, yeah, Craven is Carnage. Fine with that. Doesn't matter to me. But if they don't, then I would love to see them set up Carnage because I think Carnage is a great villain. As you saw with the Venom Let There Be Carnage film, he was amazing in that. And yeah, I just think that if Insomniac were to do another game, they should do Carnage as the next villain. Or the Spot. Like if you saw Across the Spider Verse, you understand why the Spot would be an amazing villain to fight in a Spider-Man game. I think they could handle it. Uh, what else? Oh, I will be hopefully copying the collector's edition of this game. And if I do get two versions, I'm gonna post this right here, right now, into like my first post ever. If anybody wants the collector's edition of this game, I'm going to do something. I haven't thought about it yet, but I'm going to pick one person and I will buy another version of the collector's edition. I'll buy one for myself and one for whoever wants it. And how you're going to get it, why you're getting it, what to do, what you're going to do to get it, I don't know yet. But as soon as I figure it out, I will let you guys know. But for right now, I don't know. I just know I'm gonna get the collector's edition because I really want that statue and the rest of everything else that they have to offer for that edition. With that being said, guys, I think that's the end of the stream. We're already 45 minutes in, so I'm gonna let this stream end. It was not supposed to be this long. It's supposed to be like around 25 minutes to 30 minutes max, but there's some side tangents I had to get into in my theory that just came in. Um, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys have a wonderful time with your summer vacation. Um, Next month, I will be doing a live stream covering Five Nights at Freddy's. Even though I said I wouldn't in the past, I have to because it's been the year of FNAF this year as well as the year of Spider-Man. So you guys are gonna see lots of content. You're gonna see me playing FNAF games. You're gonna see me playing Marvel Spider-Man 2. You're gonna see me talk about movies. I'm gonna be doing a video about Cross the Spider-Verse soon. I'm gonna be doing a video about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I'm gonna be doing videos about possibly Transformers: Rise of the Beast because I actually want to see that movie. Believe it or not. Um, what else is there? I might be playing Hogwarts Legacy. I'm not sure, but a lot of people say it's a good game, so I might give it a try. I will be also playing Star Wars Jedi Survivor as well as Fallen Order because I haven't played both games. I did watch the cutscenes of Fallen Order, and that was my mistake because I don't know why I did, but I did. So I know how Fallen Order goes, but I don't know how Jedi Survivor goes. So I really want to play both games and do a live stream for that. Anyways, aside from that, I don't think. Actually, no. Let me uh, not say that. There will be other games that I will be playing on the channel that will be on my PS5. I do have a PS5. I bought that this year, and I'm very happy about it. I haven't set it up yet because it's summer now. I've been waiting till this summer to set up my PS5. So I will be setting this up. I will be getting games this month, next month, and so on and so forth to play them and do live streams about those games and talk about those games as well as movies, TV shows, and whatever else I want to talk about because it's my channel, nobody else's, and I get to talk about what I want to talk about. Other than that, uh, not only will I be doing live stream about the FNAF games, I will be also doing a live stream about the FNAF movie, and also, I will be buying Peacock to watch the movie at home, and um, I would love to, but I know this will never happen. If Scott Cawthon, Blumhouse, Jason Blum, and whoever else is working on those movies, um, if they happen to watch my videos about FNAF, Help Wanted 2 or Security Breach, well, I won't be playing Help Wanted 2 because that's what we are. But Security Breach Ruin, um, if they do like me enough, I would hope that they would be fine with me breaking down the movie by putting it on YouTube. Not the whole movie, mind you, just like um, breaking down the movie scene by scene and be like, hey, this is a reference to this FNAF game. Hey, this is a picture from this FNAF game. Hey, it's this character from this FNAF game or this FNAF book. Whatever. So I would love it if I could do that if I had their permission. Because if not, I won't do it. But I might. I don't know. Uh, it depends. I really want to. I only want to do that the same time frame as the movie's release because they did say that the movie will drop first in theaters and then after a while it will be on Peacock, not the same day. So I am hoping that after some time has passed and once the movie's out on Peacock, I will buy Peacock subscription and get the movie and watch it on YouTube to do breakdowns of everything that I figured out or saw in the theater and didn't get to talk about because I'm not going to talk about that movie for a while. Anyways, that is it, I think, for right now. This video it is now 50 minutes in. I'm so sorry, guys. This was not supposed to be this long. Like I said, 25 to 30 minutes max, and I went on for a little bit more. But anyways, um, look out for the channel. The channel will be revised, revitalized with a revamp, redesign, everything, reboot. But all the videos are gonna still be up, but there's gonna be new videos that are gonna be perfect for the new channel and everything else that's going on in the future. So with that being said and done, stream is over. Love you guys. Take care and goodbye.